Hey guys, Pete from PeteSuSense.com, February 19, 2010, and we are still in the green. Markets have been doing very, very well. The Dow is currently up 15, 16 points. S&P is up 3 points. Nasdaq's up 3 points, and it is 256, so almost to the golden hour. With that said, we've been pushing our luck a little bit. Do we need to sell? I definitely sold off a lot of my positions today. I took money off the table. There was a lot of profits to be taken off, but as I always said, if you don't take the money off the table, you don't got a profit. So make sure you do that today or no later than Monday, because I think we're going to get a little bit of a dip, maybe 20, 30, 50 points shaved off the Dow, maybe 10 to 20 off the S&P. I think that's a healthy dip. I wouldn't worry too much about it unless we drop into the, let's say the 1060. I think it's 1060, 1050 on the S&P. That would be a concern at that point. But overall, we're doing very good. We made some money the last 8 days. We've been rallying for 8 days as far as on an upward trend on the S&P 500. So we've been doing good. A lot of my stock picks and recommendations have been also doing very well. I'll give you an example. PBR has been doing very, very well. It was trading upward and rallying for 8 days straight as well. So make sure you take money off the table. That's very, very important. Okay. Switching a little bit gears today, I'm going to be focusing on some mid to long-term stocks because I want to build my portfolio up a little bit stronger since I leveraged it down the last couple of months after profits as well. So my first stock is going to be GSK. You'll see it up here on a 2-year chart, and I'll tell you why it's that way in a moment. It's GlaxoSmithKline, major drug company, and you'll see February 09, just like most of the major stocks out there, started recovering, and it's been blasting forward. You know what I mean? It trended up, started getting a little diagonal into 2010, but it's been doing very, very well. I got some resistance points here, some support lines here, so you see where we at on a 2-year chart. Okay, so it's got pretty much of a V recovery, and it's doing very well. You'll see here it has the 200-day. It's and I think that's where we not I think that's where it dipped down today, which we're down I think it's 124, 124 48 cents. So I think it's a good time to get into the stock, but it's a long-term player, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. Let me pull this in a little closer, and you'll see here is once it lost a little bit of positioning here, it bounced off the 200-day. Crossed over to 21, didn't really make it to the 50, and it dipped quite a bit right here. So this is where we're at right now at 38.36, and I already put money to work on this today, as of today. So this is a new stock. I think we can ramp it up to 42, even higher. If I pull back the stock a little bit more, you'll see it can get into the 50s without a problem. And this is a major drug company, as I told you. It's had a strong recovery since 2009. Bounced off the 200-day, like I just told you. Very, very little short interest on this stock. Okay, I think 10% of institutions are holding this stock. So it makes me feel comfortable when I see a little bit of short interest. So I think it was 0.06, hardly anything. So it's a quiet, a very quiet, gentle giant that has a lot of capability of growing. It's trading at a little bit less than 1 million shares, which is light on its usual volume. Okay, so there is steady accumulation that I see in my indicator, so that's a good thing. So as I told you, pulling back to the 200, I think it's a nice buying point here to get into the stock, and we're doing quite well on that. It's a stock that's really not in the news, so keep that in mind so it doesn't get a lot of volatility. And the most number one important reason that I bought into the stock, fundamentals are extremely strong. Dividend is $2.29, which is almost 6%, not almost, it's 6% of the stock. Okay, so that is very, very strong. I'm looking for strong dividend stocks right now to build just in case if we get a little whiplash into the markets. Okay, so that's my pick of the day, GlaxoSmithKline, ticker symbol GSK, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit. Have a great weekend if I don't. This is Pete from PeteSuSense.com. Thank you, guys.